This is about the root cause of family of inherited family curses. You gotta find out why you got these curses in your family. Number one, the main reason, I'm gonna read it. The main cause of family curses is the sin of idol worship. Concerning this, God explicitly warns, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down now. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. The warning is clear, unequivocal, and unambiguous. God said we should neither worship nor serve idols. He says if we do, he will visit the iniquities on succeeding generations. I'm my teeth, y'all. It is immaterial whether you are ignorant of the consequences of your actions or not. That is not God's problem. When God says something, he means it and he does it. He keeps his word. Note, therefore, that every time you secretly visit the fetish priests, star readers, astrologers, or participate in some false religion, you are bringing curses on the lives of your children. And these curses will pass from generation to generation for 400 years. The curses could attract poverty, sickness, disease, or marital problems. Whatever the case, these curses will last for 4 generations. My own life aptly illustrates this fact. My father was an idol worshiper, and my life was miserable until 1987 when God delivered me. The vicious cycle of trials and tribulations that I underwent is the usual fate that awaits the children of witch doctors, alpha, Muslim clerics, traditional warriors and rulers, cult members, and those who worship idols in whatever form, including the practice of Halloween. Offspring who achieve some measure of success in life will be brought down at one point or the other because God is a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children. It doesn't matter if your father, the idol worshiper, gave his life to Christ and became born again 2 days or 2 years before his death. The curse will keep rolling down the line unless it is purposely broken. God is just. He keeps his word and stands by the law. The gravity of problems of inherited family curse for anyone with faulty foundation and for people of every culture of the world, not just of African origin, cannot be overemphasized. Thanks be to God, idol worship will be a thing of the past and the gospel is here to take over. Interestingly, apart from Jesus, who was a super deliverance minister, there were two other powerful deliverance ministers in the Bible: Moses in the Old Testament and Paul in the New. Perhaps if they had not been deliverance ministers, they would not have successful. They would not have been successful in their mission. Paul was a missionary of the Gentiles who were principally idol worshippers. He had to be a deliverance minister. Otherwise, he would not he would not have been able to achieve much in his ministry. Moses, for his part, was born in Egypt, here in Africa where idol worship was the norm. These two great men of God had revealing and insightful things to say about demons, witchcraft, and other such phenomena. For instance, the practice of cutting marks or making incisions on the face and or other body parts was to an extent still is rampant in Africa and now has become a fashionable art form in America and all over the world. Popularly, 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 popular, known as tattoo. However, there is a clear warning in the law of God concerning this. Ye are the children of the Lord your God. You shall not cut yourself nor make any baldness between your eyes for the dead. Moses was talking about evil spirits and wizards, and Paul made it clear that for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of the world, of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Idol worshippers are not children of God. They are clearly in league with the very forces that Paul say we war against. God hates idol worship with a sincere hatred, and the measure of his contempt for this act is evident in the book of Jeremiah, where he exposed the powerless, where he exposes the powerlessness of idols and the folly of their worshippers. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth the tree out of the forest, the work of the hand of the workman with the axe. They deck it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good. The apt description mirrors a particular form of idolatry I have seen practiced among some tribes in Africa. The Yoruba tribe in western Nigeria, namely the worship of twins. Whenever twins are born in this particular tribe, the children are automatically named Tawo, meaning the first of the two to taste the world, and Kahinde, meaning the one bringing up the rear. In the event one of them dies, the family makes a wooden carving called Orisa Abijah, twin idol, to represent the dead twin. This lifeless piece of wood then becomes an object of worship, and the family would relate to it as though it was the living sibling to the surviving twin. Some time ago, I was blessed with a set of twins, just like my father who got married when he was close to 50 years of age. I also got married somewhat late in life. Since we were late starters in marriage, my wife and I prayed to God to take us through an express route so that we could have all the children we wanted before age and other natural obstacles set in. To the glory of God, He answered our prayer and gave us two boys, my twin son. The events that followed cast further light on the dangerous practice of idol worship of twins among the Yoruba tribe. Immediately after the birth of my twins were announced, traditional dancers descended in my home singing the praises of these little tots and calling them Arisa, whatever. I chased them away and canceled their declaration. Since it was customary to have or praise twins, the family members who were among the rejoicing crowd were not happy with me. They believed that what I did was taboo and that I was breaking a local tradition, which is what you're supposed to do. Of course, they believed that my boys would not live long as a result of my not performing the ritual, but I stood my ground. God gave me my two sons, David and Joseph, not two idols. To the glory of God, my sons are alive and well today. If you want real twins, go to God and pray. A lot of people get in trouble because in that desperate search for children, they abandon God and go to consult with evil spirits to seek the face of idols. There is a tendency on the part of some people to think that it is only when they lie, prostrate before a carved object offering sacrifice in a shrine that a sin or transgression has been committed. Let me point out that there are many other seemingly innocuous acts that we engage in, all in the name of tradition or custom that are expressions of idol worship.